favor of the Bulls. Who's Ellis?
Welcome to the Let's Talk Bulls podcast.
Oh my goodness.
What is up, Bulls Nation? Welcome back to Let's Talk Bulls, your number one Bulls podcast in Chicago. My name is Quentin. I'm your host. And if you like the channel, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you're notified when I drop more of these videos. And today, we're talking about Josh Giddey and his fit to the Chicago Bulls. Is he worth the money that's going to come in free agency? Now, I did do a Substack on this exact topic as far as Josh Giddey and maybe his play being really good for the Chicago Bulls. If you don't follow me on Substack, it's Let's Talk Bulls. Go check it out. I do write some articles on there every now and then to try to put my point in a different type of, way. But what I want to talk about today is Josh Giddey and how he's been playing for this team. Is he a great piece for the future? And I personally think he is. Josh Giddey, when he came to the Chicago Bulls, had a lot of Bulls fans questioning, will he be a good enough player to be on this team? Right? One of the reasons of that is OKC. During the playoffs in OKC, Josh Giddey got benched. He wasn't a good piece for them. Shea had taken over the handle, the guard role, and that just made him an off-ball shooter, which he's not. His defense wasn't good at all. It was lackluster. And without him having the ball in his hand, he didn't really know how he fit in. And that's not a player you can really play. So the Bulls traded Alex Caruso to get Josh Giddey. And a lot of us, including me, were wondering how it was going to work. I know some fans were even more aggressive, saying he's terrible. He's not worth it. He's a piece that just is a worthless piece that we shouldn't have traded for. But in the last month, throughout the year, you've kind of seen it, but the last month, you've really seen what he does for this team. Josh Giddey has shown that he is more than just a passing point guard. Yes, his passing is amazing. He gets the ball moving. He gets his teammates involved. He gets everyone open shots, and he brings a trust that if you drive, if you go towards the basket, if you get open, he will find you. But on top of that, he's also improving his shooting. Now, is he a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson player? No. But he is trying to work with Peter Patton to make it where if he's left wide open, he will hit the shot. He's also gained enough confidence to hit clutch shots from three. Calling for the ball, in fact, just in those moments. So this is something that you got to love to see from your young point. And a willingness to grow, a willingness to want to be better. And that's what he's doing. Now, on top of the shooting, getting a little bit better, we've also seen Josh Giddey get down towards the rim. And that's one of the big parts of my Substack I talked about. Maybe Josh Giddey not being a great shooter is the reason the Bulls are being more aggressive. They are getting to the rim more because the Bulls fell into a giant hole of live and die by the three. We saw it the whole beginning of this year. They would go games where they were 3 for 15, 3 for 27, and just kept shooting because they didn't know what else to do. Josh Giddey doesn't have that. If he's open, he still might drive because he doesn't shoot the best. And I think the team's starting to learn that when you drive, good things happen. Josh has been getting to the free throw line. He's been getting easy buckets. And he's been showing that when you're down and behind in a game, driving and attacking can get you back. And I think the team has really taken that to heart because you're starting to see other players do it. Kobe White now drives mostly times when I think he shouldn't, but that's because he understands what can happen. Trey Jones is also aggressive getting towards the rim. Right? Julian Phillips is an attacking type of guard. Dalen Terry is a downhill guard. Ayo Dosunmu. This team is built off of players who can get to the rim. Even Patrick Williams sometimes if he's wanting to be aggressive that day. I've said it before and I do believe Josh Giddey is the key to the factor of this Bulls team being aggressive and driving. And it also makes them one of the best teams, in my opinion, at getting downhill. So if that continues, they might have an identity that they can use for years. An identity that could, if they ever do make it work, change how some teams think about playing basketball. Right now, the entire league is focused on three-point shooting. But if a team like the Bulls surround their team with people who can get to the rim, and they start making waves, and it's because they're not shooting threes, it could signal a change a little bit for certain teams. Now, is Josh Giddey going to be the superstar, the number one for the Chicago Bulls? I don't think so. But I do think he's a major key to what this team can do. I think he's a major key to what this team is. You saw it against Brooklyn. Even though we won because of a great game by Kobe White with 31 points, you saw that without Giddey, it was very hard for the Chicago Bulls to start their offense at the beginning of the game. They started to struggle. They were taking bad shots. They were forcing up shots until Kobe started to do what Giddey usually does. And that is drive, 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 and never give up on that attack. So, what I want to know is what you guys feel about Josh Giddey. How do you feel about his playmaking? How do you feel about him being on this team? And do you think he's worth the $30 million he wants? I personally think he should get about 25. But I think there's a argument to be made that with the type of role he's playing, with him almost getting a triple-double almost every game, it's going to be hard not to pay him the money. Once again, thank you guys for what you do. This is Let's Talk Bulls. I hope you enjoyed the video. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. So remember to keep your heart for basketball and keep your head in the game. I'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.